Once we have consistent sizes of units, we often want to convert between them. Often what makes converting between units hard is when deciding whether we multiply or divide. So Julie is confused about why we multiply by 3 to convert 6 yards to feet. We think we should divide by 3 because feet are smaller than yards. Well, let's draw 6 yards. Let's see if I can draw this somewhat accurately. Now, which is bigger, a yard or a foot? Well, we know that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. So a yard is bigger, so I should be cutting into smaller pieces. So when I cut this into smaller pieces, what's happening? I'm getting more pieces. This is very similar to the idea of equivalent fractions. You may remember from 2010 that the reason fractions are equivalent isn't just because of fraction multiplication, it's because we're just cutting the same pieces into smaller sizes. That's what we're doing here, is we're taking each piece and cutting it into 3 pieces. So we end up with more smaller pieces. So that's a way you could help this student understand why we multiply by 3 to convert 6 yards to feet. It's because we need more of a smaller unit to cover the same distance. And that's what I was kind of going here in part B. So more of a smaller unit is needed to describe a length. This idea will help you keep track when you multiply or divide. Am I cutting units or am I gluing them together to make more units to make larger units of a certain size? Now, let's use that with centimeters. Why do we divide by 100 to convert 200 centimeters to meters? He thinks we should multiply. Well, if we're dividing by 100 because we glue 100 centimeters together to make 1 meter. Now, I'm using the idea of gluing. Part C says, what are other ways to discuss conversions? Another way you can think of it is exchanging money. I exchange 100 $1 bills for one $100 bill. I need to exchange things that are equal. If I'm starting with smaller pieces, I'm going to get less of the larger piece. If I start with larger pieces, I'm going to get more of the smaller piece. So you can think of gluing and cutting. You can think of an exchange or fair trade. See if you can think of any others. Those are the main two I use when I discuss unit conversion.